It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Vikings, reigning league MVP. He's riding high after last week, over 250 yards on the ground. It's the Vikings and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Minnesota. The Vikings offense ready to get going here. 7-0. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here's Darnold now on second down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Wiggles free, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice. Get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this is an offense that's number one in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A solid stiff arm. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Darnold from the gun. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in a...
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5 and close to the 40.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in this.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. The play fake, and it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's tackled. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 145 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember,
Here we go, son.
they'll start this drive out on the ground. Earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Darnold. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 32. a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down and a yard. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Pushes past him. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focus. Play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and of course the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all far. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Completes it to Hardman. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Here's Darnold. That is caught. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. On his first catch, it's a 1st down as well. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too.
With the football going back to the Vikings offense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, say at the end, you just can't do it. It costs your team.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. My, oh my, 237 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Darnold now to throw. On the out route, he finds Hardman. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
But it appears that they read man. Went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the 2nd half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 73 yards.
And the Vikings are pouring it on.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. On 1st down, Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Darnold.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Has some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging. And that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Muscles him off. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Back to throw, Darnold. This one brought in by Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings just continue to roll.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need. So
the Vikings ready to go again on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Now it's Darnold. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And now here's a carry heading left. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down to about the 37.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. unable to corral him. He fights through. And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smack.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, this offensive line.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's a give up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, were the first.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.